future's rewritten. Cheers.
Right. Let's return to the Rising Stones.
Yep. Back to the Rising Stones. Figure out our new plot course taken. Yes.
Admiral, something strange is afoot at the floating city.
Of course, there's something weird happening.
Breathe, man. What is it?
Something's dead.
I think it's best you see for yourself. Please, come with me.
Okay. Sprint's like an anime. Okay, what's going on? Who we doing what? Who we do? Everyone's in shock.
What in the world is that?
Yeah, everyone's in shock. What's happening? The fuck?
A tower.
You can see it too, then? I feared I was losing my wits. One moment I was patrolling as usual, and the next it was just there.
Boy, what the hell, boy? Oh my god, shit's going to hit the fan.
Yes. This is she. I am. I'm looking at it.
Yeah, random purple towers appearing out of nowhere.
What? Understood. Send the Elder Seed Seer my regards. The communications officer. It seems this isn't the only tower. They've sprung up all across Eorzea.
Of course they have. Because we can't have nice things.
Nothing more is known. Only that they appear to be of Garlean construction. Our allies on the Alamegan front are on highest alert.
Of course they're fucking Garlean. Because like I said, we can't have nice things.
But would you join them? They may well need the help.
Oh, and I'm petting Cat. That's why I'm looking away from the screen.
Of course, Admiral. We shall make all haste.
My thanks. I will return to Limsa to weigh our response. Look for Commander Hext when you arrive in Alamigo, and may the Navigator speed you on your way.
Oh, to Alamigo we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Purple towers and shit. Oh, look at the signal it's sending out too. Look at that. Bwah, bwah. Yeah, I don't trust shit, dude. I don't trust that tower as far as I can throw it. I doubt it's that far. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. Doing bwah, 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 bwah. Okay, Alamigo it is. Something big behind me. Oh, it's that thing. Okay. I heard stomping behind me. Lees, lees, oh lees, oh lees. Shit's going down, girl.
Thank you for coming so soon.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send for Commander Aldin at once, and we can decide what to do about these infernal towers.
Well, what are they doing?
Roger Preserve!
In the sky? Oh, fuck! That's Bahamut.
It can't be.
Casually it flies overhead.
After them!
Okay. A random asshole with a random Bahamut dragon looking thing. The design, yeah, dude. That's like the third Bahamut we've seen in game, and they all look different. I think that's my favorite one so far. He's all
You're
purple
here,
and shit.
good.
He's all purple and shit. I love it. Bruh. Dude, fuck this guy.
Well, well, well! To be received by such an illustrious cast! Why, even the hero of the piece is here! I feel quite starstruck.
Fandaniel, you can shut the fuck up.
Is that Asahi?
His body, more like. You don't fool us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh! You saw straight through it! Anyone would think you dealt with Asians before.
It's crazy, right? It's almost like we've killed 3 of them.
Permit me to introduce myself. I am Fandaniel, and may I say what a pleasure it is to finally make your acquaintance.
Crazy ass, dude. Towers, what are they for? What are they for, dude? They seem kind of pointless right now.
My, straight to business is it? Suit yourself. It is my intention to recreate the final days, to which end I have distributed a collection of rather ingenious devices, or towers, which will, in time, give rise to the grandest of spectacles.
The final days? But it was the Asians who labored to prevent them.
Yeah, exactly.
You're quite right, though I would expect no less from one responsible for eliminating my unsundered colleagues. Honestly, the 3 of them were obsessed with restoring the one true world. As a sovereign individual, however, I never had much interest in such things. I mean, why bother when you're just another sundered minion?
Oh, God.
Admittedly, Elidibus was not convinced by that argument, but thanks to you, I'm finally free of his incessant nagging.
Oh, no.
Free to use my powers as I see fit, to fulfill my heart's desire.
To fuck up the world.
And my heart's desire is to lay this half-broken world to waste, leaving nary a fleck of dust behind.
Okay, but like, no world means no
What?
world, my guy.
Why would you want such a thing?
That means you're just gonna be sitting in darkness forever, my guy.
Because I want wretched creatures who ask such meaningless questions to die.
He's got a point,
You!
though.
And you. And you. I want you all to die. And
Do I?
I want to die too.
Oh, God, okay, okay.
Oh, yes. I want to die and take everyone with me in a paroxysm of pain and suffering.
Psychopath.
I'm different, you see, from the ancients who clung to dear life, and from you.
I want to kill myself. That's essentially what he just said.
So don't bother trying to reason with me. You will find I have no reason, or creed, or any such tripe.
What a crazy
I just
boy.
want to destroy the world. But please do resist with all your might. It will add to my enjoyment.
It looks like we're gonna go kill another Ashen.
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes peeled, for the curtains have risen on the spectacle to end all spectacles.
What are you gonna do, my
We,
guy?
the Telophoroi, shall be your performers, and this very star our stage.
Telophoroi. Here's a train. Bahamut, no! We dead? We're dead, right? That's just it, we're dead? Yeah, we dead. Are we taking on a dragon or what? Taking on Dragon God?
Ah, but I nearly forgot. I have a message for you. My esteemed patron, Lord Xenos eagerly awaits you at the heart of the chaos. While I wish only to destroy the world, he exists solely to relive a certain, transcendent moment with you. And it is for that reason he would reduce all to ash.
Yeah, why do I hear boss music? Oh yeah. Fuck.
Pray see to it his dreams do not go unfulfilled. For if you should disappoint him,
And then Fandaniel standing right there very much feels like a boss fight's about to happen. You know what I mean? Like some super cinematic boss fight.
my trusty companion here, whom I've dubbed Lunar Bahamut, will burn your cities and everyone in them.
Oh, it's not just Bahamut, it's Lunar Bahamut, dude. Oh, the lunar summonings. Oh, okay. From the moon. Fun fact, that's where we go next expansion. Ooh. He is Moon Boy. Because we've seen normal Bahamut.
Everyone out! My men will tend to the blaze.
We've seen normal Bahamut. We've seen Summoner summoning Bahamut, and now we've seen Lunar Bahamut. And this is why we don't piss off the quiet kids. Fuck you, right? Because they pull out fucking things like Lunar Bahamut and just go and shoot you. They go like plow, fire blast, fireball. Those are the kind of the quiet kids are the kind of kids that if you're playing like D&D, they're not afraid to go and blow you up with a fireball just because they can. Because they think it's funny. Thank goodness everyone's safe. Managed to put out the fire, though not quickly enough to save the garden. Rabban, can I leave it to you to send word to the Alliance? I'm going to take a unit and investigate the tower. We need to find out what it's for. He'll go with you. No, you won't.
No, you won't.
You'll rest. From what Murrow tells me, you'll do to some time off. I've never played D&D. What's that like? D&D is very, very fun. I'm a DM. I've been DMing for 7 years now. So it's very, very fun. Literally free reign to basically do anything you want. And it's just a good way to get your creative juices flowing kind of thing. And hang out with people.
If we learn anything about the tower, we'll be sure to share it with you. Until then, I ask you rest.
Very well, but if you need our help, don't hesitate. And take care, both of you. Well, back to the Rising Stones we go. We're just gonna forget we saw anything. Yeah, I very much recommend. I recommend everyone play D&D at least once, if they're at the very least interested in any way. It's very, very good. Okay, well, back to the Rising Stones. And we're gonna act like none of that ever happened. Hey, Ostrola's here. You're back too. Good. We've received reports from the Alliance. Since we are all here, perhaps those who bore witness to the events in Alamigo could treat the rest of us to the first-hand account. Yes, ma'am. Something in my tooth. Sorry about that. No sooner do we overcome one problem than another appears. It would all seem tediously predictable, but for the endless variety of our foes. This Fandaniel sounds even more unhinged than his patron. That's true. That is true. Compared to Fandaniel, Xenos is sane. Unhinged, perhaps, but no fool. For all of his pantomime theatrics, he gave away little about his plot. We know only that he intends to recreate the final days, and that the tower will somehow facilitate this. He also called his dragon Lunar Bahamut. Let's not forget that little detail. creature that did resemble the descriptions that I've seen of the Elder Primal. Bahamut. That may be, but the fact that it answered at Fandaniel would suggest they are not one and the same entity. I think it more probable that it is some manner of simulacrum born of Ascian magics. Whatever it is, for now we can but work closely with the Alliance and remain vigilant. I believe that concludes our news. What's of yours there, Shola? I have been to see the Sultana. Knowing how quick the immortal flames are to dispose of their tempered, I judged it best to provide them with the cure first. As soon as I had sufficiently recovered, I traveled to Ul'dah and delivered the porksies to her grace, along with detailed instructions on their use. Yes, pig boys. Did my visit chance to coincide with the arrival of some troubling tidings? The Immortal Flames have been on the cusp of agreeing to a truce with the Al-Majah, with negotiations abruptly collapsed. The Al-Majah claimed that a number of their kind have been abducted, and that men are responsible. Not as known of the perpetrators as yet, but as the Immortal Flames went about investigating the abductions, they came upon one of Fandaniel's towers. On the subject of the towers, you may be interested to learn that they are not an exclusively Eorzean phenomenon. According to the Alliance, they have been sighted as far as Yangshai. Then it would seem reasonable to assume that they are everywhere. We simply have not found them.
There's probably a lot of them.
Well, as you said yourself, we can do little now for now save remain vigilant. And since we are dealing with a dragon, ostensibly at least, I believe it would behoove us to enlist the aid of an authority on such foes. Estinian? Not just a moment. If he could be persuaded to lend us his lance, I would be the first to welcome it, but the truth is, we will struggle to even find him. You let me and Kryle deal with that. We'll sniff him out, no matter where he's hiding. If indeed he is hiding, we have ways of locating him, regardless. So, if there's no objections, we shall depart at once.
Goodbye, Lullafels. Have fun. Have fun looking for the elf.
Well, rather than sitting around, I think I might go to each of the city-states and educate them in the use of porksies. They would doubtless appreciate it, but might you consider taking a moment to rest before leaving? You would be fresher for the tasks ahead.
And she's obviously gonna say no, gonna leave and be tired and blah 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 blah.
Well, my friend, our moment of triumph did not last long. Was ever the way the world often needs a saving? Oh dear, you're not enjoying your adventure.
Tis the way, 'twas ever the way, it's always this way.
Save it we shall. I, for one, do not intend to allow a nihilistic madman to take on us all to the grave with him, not when the future holds such promise. Nay, I will do in all my power to protect those whom I hold dear, just as you have always done.
Yes, sir.
Quest complete. 9 more to go. Meanwhile, somewhere in the locks. Tower. Not suspicious at all.
The locks.
The scouts should have been back by now. I'm gonna go and find them.
The locks.
Is that one of the scouts?
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Is he possessed or some shit? Looks kind of tired. He has a weapon out, my guy. Yeah, I think he's possessed.
Glory be. Glory be.
Oh my god. He's like a fucking zombie from Black Ops, dude. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. Dude, he's like a zombie from Black Ops. God damn. Xenos. Fandaniel.
The piles have been driven as planned, and the first of the beasts has roared to life. Moreover, I am pleased to report that preparations are well underway for the rest. Ere long, chaos shall reign over all the land, as befits the final days.
Call it what you will, so long as my friend returns to me, fangs bared and claws sharpened.
No.
I care not.
Xenos.
Of course, my lord. By strange coincidence, your dear friend chanced to be present when I made my declaration.
Mm-hmm. I was.
I took the liberty of informing her that you await her coming, though I confess, I may have singed her a little in the process.
Ooh, he's gonna be pissed. Xenos isn't gonna be happy. No one touches me but
Why do
him.
you tell me this? Are you in such a hurry to die?
He's not happy, dude.
My apologies. I must guard my tongue lest it be the end of me.
He's like a jester, dude.
Though, there is something to be said for such a glorious death. Better to fall to one who has it all than falter before an inferior. I shall keep it in mind as a contingency. For now, however, I shall proceed with the plan. My lord.
My lord. Me lord.
I must find myself a new weapon. One worthy of our long-awaited reunion.
A big weapon. You gonna throw that weapon aside, dude? That's a pretty cool sword. Oh, not anymore. That was a pretty cool sword. Literally so bored. Just like, I'm gonna find a new one. I don't like this one anymore. That was a cool sword. I guess he doesn't care much about it anymore. Okay, I'm gonna get some water real quick and then we'll do the last 9 quests. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's get this show on the road. Pen and sword. Did we get a cool title for it at least? Cool title. Writer of histories. Meh. Meh. How to say? Unto the breach. Good news, Bella. Necron and Yonajir have finished their tour of Garlemald and are on their way back here even as we speak.
As we still haven't heard anything on the towers from the Alliance, I'm hoping they might be able to shed some light on things. They're due to arrive any moment now, so let's see what they'll have to say, yeah?
Yee yee. Yee yee.
Ah, a welcoming party. You needn't have gone to the trouble. From what I hear, you've been more than busy enough as it is. Honestly, you might have waited for me to return before discovering a cure for tempering. As it is, I can't even pretend to have been involved. Well, if it's any consolation, I myself was little more than a spectator. The lion's share of the credit goes to Alize, Graha, and Bella. But I believe I speak for the rest of us when I say we are proud to have rendered the little assistance we could. As you will also have heard, though, it hasn't been tales of triumph. Just as we were taking a step towards finally addressing the primal threat, a pile of fresh problems landed in our lap. Anyway, it's good to have you back, though I can't help but notice that we're one Urianger short of a scouting party. You haven't lost him, have you? No, I couldn't lose him if I tried, and I did try, repeatedly. But no, he decided to linger in Alamigo to apprise Brabant and the others of how the lands lie in Golemald. Then mayhap you would do this the same. Indeed. Just as Lee said, worse in fact. Devastation as far as the eye could see. Nerva in the third, however, were notable about their absence. Might they have met their end at the hands of Xenos and Fandaniel? Perhaps, or perhaps they simply lost the will to fight. You see, the captain has been plunged into a deathly silence, and with one exception, the Imperial Palace. It was a busy place before the war, but it has grown busier still, with throngs of soldiers and civilians working there day and night to rebuild, or rather, transform it. Transform it into what? That is a difficult question to answer. Construction is vast and unsettling to behold, like something from a nightmare. According to Urianger, certain aspects of its design were clearly devised with a manipulation of Aether in mind. Magitech, in other words. Yet as unnerving as said edifice was, it was nothing next to the sight of its builders. They swarmed the place like so many insects working with nary a word exchanged between them. No one observing construction, no one walking orders. It was as if they were possessed, or tempered. We wanted to investigate more closely, but given our suspicions, it seemed wiser not to take the risk. Fandaniel could bind Bahamut to his will. I have gone to the same to do the people of Golemald.
Very true.
Whatever the truth may be, the information is certain to prove valuable. You have our thanks.
Well,
be sure to save some for Urianger, which reminds me, I have a message from Alamigo. Brabant is hosting a meeting to discuss the latest findings on the towers, and he requests our presence. And why not leave that to us? You must be weary from your mission. No, I'm fine. Those towers have been on my mind since I first spotted one on the way back, and I'm keen to get to the bottom of this. In that case, I shall stay and begin looking into another matter. As I promised Kryl, we need not all attend.
Makes sense.
Very well. I suggest the rest of us make our way to Alamigo forthwith. The sooner we leave, the more time we will have to speak with Urianger before the meeting.
Good point. Off we go. Urianger. Another train, dude. They just don't stop, do they? Dive bomb, dive bomb. Sorry, I'm gonna wait for the train to pass a little bit first. It's about to pass. Okay. My friends, much and more have I heard of your travails in our absence. Heartened as I am to see you hale and whole. Well, I know last time some things were said, but don't hate me. What do you mean, Habit? We're fine, Habit. Habit, we're fine. How are you doing? Habit, you're fine. It's fine. How you doing today, though? You're all good. As are we to see you safely returned from your mission here, Anjay. I trust Thancred made you feel welcome. Well, if it isn't Alpha now and his merry band. Yes, our boy. I'm doing alright, I guess. How about you? I'm doing alright. You know, we're just gonna finishing Final Fantasy 14. That way, Friday we can start our new game. Yes, and it's a surprise as well. It's a surprise. It's a surprise series. I'm excited about it. Yeah, surprise new game. Yes, it's a surprise new game. It's a little bit about it. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Ardenwald, what are you doing here? We spoke via link pearl. You told me you'd be away on a mission. Look, and who's to say this isn't part of it? But enough about that. Good to see you looking so similar. Thought you'd grown at least a bit taller after a whole year in another world, but apparently not. Dude, the Kirby! The Kirby, dude! Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you. While my soul may have a year older, my body has hardly aged, as you are well aware. And may I remind you... What is that? What is that? I know it's supposed to be like an arm flexing, but it looks so weird. I think it's an arm flexing. Very nice. The gifted sub luck is still with you, Habit. And I may remind you that we Elezen are known to be late bloomers, especially in terms of our height. Mark my words, the day will come when even a great Auroch such as yourself will crane your neck to meet my eye. Sure. It's super weird. It's like a dude, buff chicken, dude. Aye, 'twas not until my 20th summer that I myself outgrew my boyish proportions, though Moonbreeder towered over me nonetheless. Oh. Two heads, one body. I mean, that's basically this channel, I'm gonna be honest. Ardenwald brings out the best in Alpha now, doesn't he? They both seem so at ease in each other's company. It's almost endearing. That's basically the entire embodiment of this channel. So, what exactly brings you here? Oh, Fordola mostly. We need to go over a few things before we set out. Set out? Wait, does this have something to do with the towers? Hey, what gave you that impression? Actually, tell me later. You've got a meeting to go to. I have to see you afterwards, after all, right? Okay. You've been spending so much of that money lately, I gotta stop. Dude, I feel that. I just got paid yesterday, and I already feel like I don't have money. Well, Dola's going with him. That must mean... has something to do with the Echo. My apologies. As Ardenwald rightly pointed out, we have a meeting to attend to. Let us be about it. because it's stupid. It is stupid stuff too. I've just been spending money on Digimon cards. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've just been spending money on Digimon cards. Meeting
Ere
time.
we begin, I would like to offer my gratitude to Masters Thancred and Urianger. 'Tis no small feat to infiltrate the Imperial capital and live to tell the tale, much less in times of civil war. Thanks to them, we may plot our course in full knowledge of how the winds blow in Garlemald.
I support that decision. Digimon cards are a good investment. I totally have not spent the $120 Digimon dollars on Digimon cards so quickly. Nope, not at all.
Full glad are we to have been of service. But verily, such dangers as we did encounter pale into insignificance next to those faced by our comrades. An Ascian, armed with the might of Bahamut, bent on bringing about the final days.
Yeah, not at all. I'm totally not going out drinking this weekend either. No, not at all.
Theatrix. He sought only to make a show of the power at the Telephoroi's disposal.
Telephoroi.
But since then we have seen no sign of this Fandaniel or his worm. And while we've done what we can to bolster our defenses, there's no telling where he might strike next.
Whenever and wherever it may be, we must use the intervening time to learn more of our enemy.
Makes sense.
'Twas with this in mind that we dispatched scouts to investigate the towers.
Our advance party took longer than expected to return. And when they did, they tried to kill us.
Yeah, plainly, they tried to kill us.
Luckily, I'd seen that sort of thing before, and we were able to restrain them before they did any harm. Then it was just a matter of letting the Porksies do their work.
Okay, so they were tempered. Okay.
Are you saying they were tempered?
Interesting.
Once they'd come back to their senses, they told us everything they could. It seems that just as they were getting close to the tower, they heard an ear-splitting roar. And that was the last thing they remembered.
Ooh, drinking on Friday. Ooh, I'm going drinking on Saturday. Yeah, word of advice. There's no stream on Saturday because Casey and I will be out for the entire day. Drinking.
What worries me most is what they were saying right before they attacked. Glory be to Garlemald.
Shiza, dude.
The Tempered have heretofore ever been thralls to primal entities. Yet these hapless souls were compelled to accept a nation as the object of their devotion. This calleth into question all that we know of the condition.
Oh no, it's more I have people coming into town, and they're coming into town so early that I'm literally getting off of work and they will be here, so I physically have no time to stream, or I would. That's literally just it. I just physically do not have the ability to stream.
Would that the unsettling news ended there. Alas, there is more. Following the earlier reports of missing Amalja, we have learnt that other beast tribes have suffered similar losses. And we now have reason to believe that the abductions are connected to the appearance of the towers. Our scouts sighted black-garbed figures leading shackled Ixal in the direction of the tower in Dravania.
Interesting. Need a full day hang out with people. True. I'm gonna be so tired because I go to work at 1 a.m. on Saturday. I work at 1 a.m. I'm gonna be busy the entire day nonstop without being able to take a nap or anything. I'm gonna be exhausted.
The Temple Knights were able to intercept them before they could reach their destination, liberating the Ixal and apprehending their captors, each of whom was found to be equipped with Garlean arms and armor.
So the Empire is the common thread.
Yes.
With the support of Xenos,
It seems likely that Fandaniel has rallied a faction of the splintered Garlean army to the banner of the Telophoroi.
Makes sense.
Lord Hien reached the same conclusion when I shared our findings with Doma. The plan had been to march on Garlemald from the east and west in order to force a peace treaty. But the situation has changed. Dealing with the threat of the towers must come first.
Oh yeah, totally. It's super great. Oh god, I'm gonna need a nap. I'm gonna need a nap. I won't be functional.
Given the nature of the enemy and the proven risk of tempering, I could think of few suitable candidates to aid in this task. But I am confident in my choice.
Oh, okay. Fordola, Ardenwald.
What?
Duh?
Resistant to primal influence as they are, they can investigate the towers without fear of being turned.
True. I should join them.
We are glad to put our gifts to use, Commander.
I should join them.
Gifted or not, going behind enemy lines remains a perilous undertaking. But we must know more if we're to strike back at our foe. I'm counting on you.
And I'm counting on you.
If it would give us the upper hand, I'd do it 100 times over. We won't let you down.
That concludes the briefing. You two, make ready and join your escort.
Are you certain about this, Arenvold?
Ardenwald.
I am. Come on, let's talk outside.
Okay. He's a homie. Well, guess what's gonna happen to this person? And, there they go. There they go. They came and they left, just like that. Why is it every time I enter here, work gets busy? Bruh. When I worked at Olive Garden, that's how I felt. Every single time I work, it seems like it's always busy. Now that it's open to now in the open, I have to keep it under my proverbial hat anymore. I'm sorry, Habit. You know I'm always gonna be here if you end up lurking because you're busy.
So you know, I've already gone through all the formalities at the Rising Stones. Made sure to inform Jamolva and Vmar at Ralga's Reach as well.
Oh, Arenvold.
Arenvold, I admire your enthusiasm, but this is far more dangerous than anything you have done before.
Oh, you're all good, Habit. You're all good. Lurky lurk, and if you have time to chat, you have time to chat.
I know the risks. And I also know what's in store if we don't stop Fandaniel from carrying out his plan. With this power of mine, I can make a difference. If I stood idly by, I would regret it for the rest of my life.
And you, Fordola? Is this what you want?
Fordola?
What are you asking me for? It's not like I have any say in the matter.
Get fucked. That's what you get for
Don't
being
pretend.
evil.
We both know Commander Eldin gave you a chance to refuse. And you didn't.
Get fucked, Fordola.
So the Empire's finished, is it? Well, that's what they're all saying. That the great and glorious Garlemald slit its own throat.
Pretty much.
And now, From out of its twitching carcass crawls the Telophoroi with bloody Xenos at its head!
Yes, pretty much.
I fought for Garlemald. Killed for Garlemald. What was I a part of? I need to know. Whatever it is, I need to know.
Very well. If your hearts are set on this, I shall not stand in your way.
Oh, Arnvald. Alphanao's best friend. Aww.
If you've finished with your touching display of camaraderie, I have a question. Which tower are you planning to investigate, exactly?
I'm assuming the one nearby.
Well, the one in Girabani is said to be tightly guarded. It's patrol after patrol out there, apparently. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near it. Which is why we've set our sights on the one in Pagalthan instead. There shouldn't be anything like as many Imperials to worry about down there.
Oh, sorry. I was about to sneeze really hard and turned into a yawn.
Even so, I doubt the local Amalja will look kindly on it if they catch you sneaking around in their territory.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Fordola and I had a chance to learn the lie of the land in our previous forays there. We might still find trouble, but at least we won't lose our way.
True.
Well, we'd best not keep them waiting any longer.
Bye, Arnvald.
Mayhap when all of this is over, we could take another trip to Loxeld. I would have you know I've become a rather capable swimmer since our last visit.
Sure, buddy. Sure, you believe in that yourself.
Ha! I'll believe that when I see it. Though, to be fair, getting into deep water does seem to be a scion's lot in life. Take care, eh?
Aw, Arnvald. Boy, you better not die.
It means a lot, you know. You coming with me.
I'll still owe you for saving my skin, don't I? Can't return the favour if I'm not there.
True.
I dare say you'll get your chance before long. That Fandaniel sounds like a tricky customer. Too much for the likes of me, anyway. But we both know I'd just be another soldier if it weren't for my gift. And I need to be a damn sight more than that given what's coming. I realise I can't hold a candle to a hero like the Warrior of Light or Alphinaud, for that matter. He might look like he's 12, but he's seen more action than most people see in a lifetime.
That's true.
No, the fact is I'm nothing like them, and maybe I never will be. But I'll be damned if I don't try.
Good mindset.
They're counting on me. On us. So let's give it our all.
Makes sense. Honorable man.
He does not want for conviction, that much is certain. So let us have faith in him. Him and Fordola both. While they see to the towers, I would attend to another task. Chasing down this lunar Bahamut.
That's a good idea.
Ah, bloody thing. Can you hear me? It's Tataru. I'm happy to say we've managed to find Estinian.
Oh, Tataru, what a legend.
And I'm sorry to say he went running off again the moment we told him about Bahamut.
Oh, Tataru.
He did mutter something about heading to Ishgard, so if you're quick, you might still be able to catch him.
Now let's teleport. Teleport, teleport, teleport now.
Even if we set out this instant, he may already have left by the time we arrive. Have her send the bonanza to Ishgard. It may prove useful should we need to give chase.
True.
Gladly. I'll see to it as soon as Kryl and I get back to the Rising Stones. Good luck.
Bye, Tataru.
While you go off on your dragoon hunt, Urianger and I will return to headquarters. We have much to tell the others.
Yes, yes.
I wish you every success in your search for our elusive friend. May we all meet again ere long.
Quest complete. Hey, Alpha, now let's go. Here be dragons. So Stinian was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is that brings him home, we must hope it will keep him there long enough for us to find him. Come, there's no time to lose. To Ishgard. To the foundation. To the foundation. All present? Good. Let's split up and search for Stinian. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around the open spaces, the squares and markets and whatnot. You and Bella can delve into the nooks and crannies. Very well, let us reconvene at the airship landing later. Or, with or without Estinian, good luck. I think I shall begin at the Sky Steel Manufactory. So perhaps you could try the congregation. Lucia may well have heard news of our friend's return. Good point. To the congregation. Dun 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 dun. Lucia. Good morrow to you, Warrior of Light. Lord Aymeric sent word that you would be attending the meeting in Alamigo, so I gather you have not come in search of him. But then do we owe the pleasure of your visit? Estinian. I see. No, we were not aware of Sir Estinian had returned to Ishgard. But as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he pleases. Yep, he came seeking an audience with Lord Aymeric, only to find him as absent. In any event, I'm afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of your companions has fared better. Okay, to the airship landing. Oh my goodness. Airship landing. All is there. Gorahatia.
No sign of him. Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about him, I'm fairly sure I could pick him out in a crowd.
Yes, he has very long, beautiful white hair.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard, would it not be a source of general excitement?
Oh my god, Estinian.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
It's Estinian. What a honk.
Not that I'm complaining. It's been too long.
That's not alpha now.
Too long.
That's not alpha now. I'm sorry, my guy.
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alpha No.
That's not alpha now. That's not alpha
Quiet,
now.
Tidal. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
Alize.
I am not Alphino!
Oh. Yikes.
If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Ugh! Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
Oh. Astinian.
Astinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side.
Oh.
To think the day
His
would
ear
come
perked.
when I should see this living legend with my own eyes.
Oh, Graha. He's such a fanboy. He's such a fanboy.
Would someone mind explaining what is going on?
Oh, poor
Is
Astinian.
everything all right? I thought I heard Alize shouting.
There's Alpha now.
Estinian! It's been too long.
Oh, poor Astinian walking into the middle of all this shit.
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Very true.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again. What I will say, for the second time today, is that you've grown. Inside and out. I can tell.
Sure, Astinian.
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
At least someone's having a good time.
Oh, Alize, stop pouting.
You know, when we were growing up, Alphino would never befriend other boys because he couldn't stand the thought of not being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Astinian as he does Arenvald.
True. Perhaps he sees them as brothers he never had. I think that he learned how to talk with people rather than at them. Well, you can't keep him. Yeah, I think he learned how to talk to people and not be a pretentious dick.
I wouldn't be so sure. He still loves nothing better than the sound of his own voice.
Mm-hmm.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azisla.
Ooh, I'll join you.
Azisla? How could I forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Yes.
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azisla, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
Mm-hmm. We met her.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
Yeah, we met her with Midgard Zomer in Heavensward expansion. Yeah.
Might I suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together? I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Ooh.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again, and I'll throw you overboard.
Ooh. Rugged.
Ugh! I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
Oh, Alize.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less blunt.
Blondes. Astinian's great. Astinian's great. Ooh, is that the fucking Bonanza? I was about to say the bourgeoisie.
Is that the Bonanza, dude? And here we are, in Az's Law. It's been quite some time since I last set foot in Az's Law, but I understand the three of you were here rather more recently. I don't suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during a visit? Alas not. We had no cause to set foot here in the Delta Quadrant. But I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealings with her. Well then, Bella is the person to ask. As far as I know, she's the only one of us who has met Tiamat face to face. That's true. She just remains a prisoner, yeah. Also, yeah, let's just say it helped that Midgard Zummer was there to introduce me. That's a good point. Ah yes, you were a friend of her father. I too have met with Tiamat. After the Dragonsong War came to a close, I came here to speak with her. A worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she had yet harbored thoughts of revengeance and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrecting Bahamut burns undimmed. It torments her even now. I see. The original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut. That would make a lot of sense. Nidhogg is part of me. I feel his emotions as my own. I know that he will not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. Makes sense. Quest complete. Let's go and grab dude, it's got just a straight pizza, dude. We have to go with just a straight pizza. 7 quests to go. We just gotta go the blunt straight pizza, dude. Go and eat a croissant. A croissant.